Hey guys, welcome back to another Scruffy the Gamer episode. I am Scruffy, and today I am going to be doing an updated version of my Switch collection. It's been a while since I've shown the entire collection, and I figured why not? Let's go through this collection piece by piece and just kind of give you guys an update of where I'm at. Now, this will be all the games that I have gotten in up to October. Nope, up to November. I apologize. December's Switch games will not be included with this, so we will be showing those at the end of the month when I can show all my games that I've gotten this month, and hopefully you guys can look forward to seeing that. But let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my big box games, just because they're heavy. They're the first games I have on my shelf, and just ones I want to get out of the way. So the first one is actually Super Bullet Break. This is the Japanese version. Very fun game, very enjoyable. Comes with some magnets, a comic book, a character design book, the actual game or the soundtrack, and then the game itself. There's a lot in this thing, and I am so glad to actually have gotten this. It is the Japanese version, but it's still really cool and still really enjoyable. Great game. The next one, I apologize to all those who know. Hello, Basil. No, I do not know the how to pronounce it, so I'm going to try to as much as I can. And I think it's Hishishimiya. Again, I apologize if I butchered it, but this is another great game. It's definitely a shmup. It comes with an art book, and I want to say, just an art book and maybe some other papers, and then the game itself. This is a very, very good game. I've enjoyed playing it. The only thing I kind of wish is if you could see like this top paper and then the back. That is like a cover that actually goes over the box. There's art underneath the box, and it's a pain in the butt to get in and out of the sleeve. Don't mind my cat, he's being nosy. Oh. And just a fun shmup game, and definitely worth grabbing. And then the last of the big box game, as everything falls down, is Mike Mingola's Hellboy Web of the Ride Collector's Edition. Now this is I thought this was a limited edition. I guess it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not. It does come with a pretty cool little book, and that's really it for the collector's edition. I now, with this and the two others, I do have all the Hellboy books that have, doesn't want to go back in, that have come out. I think they only made 3 Hellboy book or games, which is kind of a bummer because they always do really well and they're very fun. I'll put it fully in later. But this one's a very good one. I'm still going through it, still having a bit of trouble in one spot, and he's looking for something to knock down. So, all right, well, we'll go with. Next, we'll go through We'll go with a series, and that is the Galgun series. One of the biggest ones is Galgun Return, Galgun 2, Galgun Double Piece, and Gal Guardians Demon Purge. I know they made a second one of these. I've been looking for it. Unfortunately, I have not found it. But this is a series I really enjoy. The Galgans are completely different from this one. This one is kind of a Metroidvania mashup, and these are kind of a arcade. I forget, arcade shooting game, which is really weird, but yet really enjoyable. So I know there's a few more, and I am looking for them. Definitely want to grab them. So next one is Love Kami Trilogy. And again, I do apologize with these Japanese ones. I'm going to mess up some of the names. If you're huge fans of them, please do not kill me in the comment section. I'm doing the best I can. So, but good one. I haven't actually. I looked at many of the reviews. Many of the reviews say it's very, very good. I have not got into it, unfortunately. I just haven't had the time to play a lot of the games that I have right now. I'm currently teaching my son how to play games like Minecraft, Crash Bandicoot, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. So my gaming time is currently split between that and trying to beat a few games that I actually do have out. One that I will show you a little later is one of those. So the next one is Super Robot Wars 5. This is an amazing, amazing game. It is a strategy game. It does have a lot of the Gundams and Evangelion and just a lot of different characters. It has robots from different series and different, like I said, Gundams and then Evangelions and the characters and all that. So definitely worth a pickup. I think it was only around $40 when I picked it up, so hopefully you guys can still find it. And I do believe this is the British version or the PAL version. So. Next one is Azure Lanes Crossroads, or Crosswave. Did find this very enjoyable. Actually just discovered the anime that goes along with this, and so far that's really good as well. This can get a little repetitive with the actually like talking instead of the action. There's not a lot of action and there's a lot or way too much talking, but the art design, the character design, and what action there is a lot of fun. So take that with a grain of salt if you decide to try to buy this one. So. The next one is, and I knew I was going to butcher this one. I think it's Neptunia versus Dago, or anyway, it's a racing game where you're collecting those little chibi bears and all that. This one I have found. It was a lot of fun. I wish I could have found I think they made an American version of this. I'm not sure. But I did get the Japanese version, and I'm having a hard time with the instructions on how to like capture the bears and all that stuff. But if there is an American version, let me know down in the comment section, because I would actually like to get that. Hyperdimension Neptunia is one of my favorite series, and this just looks like Mario Karts with cute anime girls. I have watched a lot of gameplay, and it does look like a lot of fun. I got to figure out the buttons. My brain is not working, but it is midnight, so don't chew me out too much. This one is Neptunia Saran Kagura Ninja Wars. Again, butchered it, I'm sure. This one does look like a RPG where you go around stabbing things, and I am looking forward to playing this one of these days. I just haven't gotten to it. And like I said, I am a huge fan of anything Neptunia, so kind of had to grab that. I think I bought that for, it was either 50 or 40 brand new, sealed. So next one, absolutely love this one. Is definitely a very good RPG, and it's Death and Request. I do know there's a sequel out there. I am looking for it, but I believe that one's actually rather expensive for what it is. This game is a lot of fun, great story, and it'll take me a while to get through it, but I am working on it, and like I said, I'm enjoying it. So, the next one, I need to hook up the system to the TV so I can play this on a little bigger screen, because as the screen is, the character is very, very small, and you can lose track of her very quickly, but it is Death or School. This is a Japanese version, but it is a lot of fun, very enjoyable. From what I played, it does turn a little risky when she gets hurt. Her outfits gets torn, and they show a little skin, but for the most part, this is very enjoyable. And if you're going to play it on the actual Switch, like small screen, don't worry about the skin. You can't even hardly see the character, let alone anything, detail wise. But definitely something I'd recommend playing on the large screen. For the most part, I play most of these games on the lower screen or on the smaller screen. So. Alright, the next one is one that I am actually currently working on. Having a bit of problems with the controls, but it is really, really fun and very, very enjoyable. That is Bendy and the Ink Machine. I got to those carnival games, and it's one of those times where, again, I wish I would have had the big screen. I do have a Pro controller that I need to try, but this game, it reminds me of BioShock and Atmosphere, but that's pretty much like the music and the time period and all that. The first BioShock, this definitely reminds me of, but I absolutely am loving it and enjoying it quite a bit. So next one is Gunvolt Striker Pack. Now this does have quite a few, I think it has, nope, doesn't have any DLCs, but this one is a lot of fun. I know there's like 2 or 3 sequels to this one. It's definitely a Metroidvania, but it's a lot of fun. Actually, I wouldn't say Metroidvania. If I had to guess, definitely Mega Man. It definitely has that Mega Man vibe. A lot of fun, very enjoyable. I love the character design, but definitely reminds me of Mega Man. And while I love Mega Man, I've never beaten one, so I'm gonna keep grinding at this, and hopefully I can actually get through a few of the characters. So now this one I did a review not too long ago. Actually maybe just a week ago, and it is Phantom Break Battleground Ultimate. I do love this game. It is a lot of fun. I've played through it several times. It did come with a lot of goodies. It came with a card, a magnet, some downloadable content, and like I said, a lot of fun. I have been going through it. I have to take a break because my mind is starting to melt, and I get frustrated and bored very quickly. But this one, it's not because the game is hard. It's because every time you beat it, it says to be continued, and nothing else comes out of it. So it's literally the 5 or 6 levels over and over again. I'm actually hoping I'm wrong. If I am, please, again, tell me in the comments, because I would love to know if there's more to this game than just those 6 levels and the different girls, or not. So next one is Demon X Machina, or Damien X Machina, sorry. I've heard this one is what game did they? I forget what game they compared it to, but it does look like a lot of fun. You're driving around a giant mech and taking out bad guys as it goes. I have not yet played this one. I definitely want to, and hopefully it is good and it is enjoyable. So this one I did play, Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. I found it enjoyable. I didn't get very far. I think this was like the second or third game I ever bought for the Switch, and I played it for a couple days, and then as I got more games, I just kind of let it go to the wayside. Eventually, I will jump back into it and see if I can't beat this game. I do love the Ghostbusters and all that, but now that I am more acquainted with the controls and all that, hopefully I can get back into this and start playing it again. I also have Sonic Frontiers. To be honest, I haven't played this one. I am a Sonic fan, and I'm hoping this one's good, enjoyable. I've heard nothing but good things about it as far as what I've looked up. So far, I just haven't got to it, so unfortunately I can't really talk too much about that one. Talking about a game that I am obviously not very good at, Mega Man 11. This was another one of the early pickups. This one I have played. It is quite enjoyable. I just have the same problem with all the Mega Mans. I lack the ability to learn the patterns of the enemies and all that stuff. My brain just doesn't think that way. And this one, the enemies aren't the issue. I think it's like afterwards there's like a special level that you have to like jump real fast. You have to think on your feet, and I'm slow thinking as it is. So this one is a bit of a frustration, but again, I absolutely love Mega Man. I will continue to bash my head against this rock until probably the day I die. So, had to grab that. Next one is Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. A game that, again, I am not a huge fighting game fan, but Street Fighter is the one exception. I don't really like Mortal Kombat. I was never a big fan of Tekken. Virtual Fighter, okay, yeah, I could get into that. But Street Fighter, I, again, will bang my head against this rock probably until the day I die. And it's just because of the amazing characters and just wanting to get good at this. So, another one that I got was Starlink Battle for Atlas. Now, this game did come with the Star Fox DLC figures and all that. I ended up picking it up for like $10 to $15 at a pawn store, which is I think this is like a $30 game with the figures and the vehicles and all that. So have played this, did enjoy it, just didn't see really the point of the end game to it. So it was one of those ones that kind of fell onto the wayside. Eventually we'll get back into it. So this one is Senran Bankin, The Thousand Colors of Love. Again, it looks very interesting. I am a huge anime fan. This definitely looks like an anime game. This is a limited run game. And decided to grab it to see if it was going to be any good. Hopefully, when I finally get to play it, it will be, and I can truly enjoy it. I am looking forward to that one. Next one is Crystar. NIS made this, and I have played through this quite a bit. I have not beat it yet, but I have played through it quite a bit. I am enjoying it. The story is great. The music is great, and you can definitely tell why this one is. I think this was like 40 or 50. This may actually be in this 40 to $60 range between those two. I can't remember the big price, but yeah, this one was definitely worth the pickup and very enjoyable. Like I said, I'm still going through it, but it's been really good. I've had a lot of fun with this. So this Axiom Verge, I actually just started this one. It is a Castlevania Metroid, mashup or clone. A lot of fun, very enjoyable. I'm still playing this right now. It's one of the ones that I'll pop in every now and then, and it is a lot of fun. I do enjoy that it has a map that shows you where you've been, where you're going, and hopefully one of these days I'll be able to finish it and just get through it, to enjoy it. So, apologize, I'm going through some of these. This is another one of my limited run ones, and one I actually paid quite a bit up for it. I just wanted to grab it because it looked amazing, and that is Pumpkin Jack. This game is a lot of fun, some great sense of humor. I am, again, still playing this one, but I have put quite a few hours in it, and it is a lot of fun. Very enjoyable, very much a platformer, and it's, I can't say any more than it's just, a lot of fun. It's a great game. If you get a chance, definitely pick this up. I could see this one being, horror, platformer or RPG, and just being a limited run, I can see this one going up quite a bit. That is not a prediction. That's not inside information. It's just kind of a hunch, and hopefully it'll definitely be worth it, because that one is a lot of fun. Okay, so we got, next we have an Atlas game, 13 Sentinels, Rigus Rim. This one is a strategy game where you also have to do some character relationship building and all that. I have not gotten into this one. It does look interesting, but those strategy games aren't exactly my forte, and while I got this for the giant mech and the anime characters, I have yet to actually play it, so hopefully that one's good when it comes out. I have heard some good things about it. So this one, I definitely have put quite a few hours in it. Most of them, unfortunately, dying. This is another one that I really, really should play on the big screen, but it's one I had to have, and this is Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun. Amazing game. I think this one has gone up to about $80 now, so it is one of the bigger ones in my Switch collection, and I love everything Warhammer, so I had to grab this. And like I said, the only thing I'm having an issue with is the small screen, and having to aim that way. It's so hard to see characters far away, and to aim and then shoot, it does make it frustrating. So the bigger screen will definitely help, and I am looking forward to finishing this one. I just need to get the system hooked up to my TV, or see if I can borrow my wife's. So apologize. Hopefully this is getting close to the end. Okay, I am actually saving a few for last. Um, I don't own a game that I think is bad, but there are a certain type of games that I have not been enjoying on the Switch, with the exception of maybe one or two, and it's actually going to surprise you. But the next one is Goosebumps the game. I have not started this one yet. It does look like a lot of fun, very enjoyable type of game. I just haven't gotten to it. I've looked up quite a bit of the gameplay. This one you can find for, it's either $8 to $10. Um, but if you're a Goosebumps fan, this is kind of a must-have. So, next one is Battle Axe. This is the PAL version. I like the artwork on the PAL version a lot better. This one does remind me of an 8-bit game. A lot of fun, very enjoyable. I haven't gotten too far into it. It's one of these ones that I picked up 3 and I got really into the first 2, and this one I only played a little. I want to get back into it and see if I can beat this. It looks like great artwork. It looks like a lot of fun, and if I remember right, it was quite good. I know this game is hard to find, but there is a 3-pack with this game in it, and it's worth picking up if you can find that. The next one I really wish I would have waited, because I see the long box, or the full special edition, quite a bit now. I just got to find one that's totally complete, and that is Akiba Strip, Hellbound, and Debriefed. This one again looks like a very fun game. I have not gotten into it. This is a Japanese game, but it does look like a RPG where you're running around a city and you're trying to solve some mysteries and all that. So we'll see how it plays eventually, and hopefully it'll get into the good pile. I'd hate to I hate to have this sticking around and not be any good. So definitely looking forward to this. I do need to get the complete set, because they have the art book and all that, and this is part of that is the 10th anniversary. But unfortunately, I didn't know that. I just bought this game, and I need to get the rest of this collection. So unfortunately, that's kind of a bummer. Next one is Full Catherine, Full Body. I have heard a lot of good about this one. I have played a little of the first one, and not a lot more. I do need to get through that one before I start this one, but I've heard some good things about the story, the new girls that they added, and the puzzles and all that. So hopefully that'll be a lot more fun, and will add a little richness to it. So, and the next one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed. I am a huge Ninja Turtle fan. This was a no-brainer, and to be honest, I think it was only $10, definitely worth picking up. I couldn't pass on it, and it was Walmart that had it for $10. So yeah, digital content included. I guess there's some special digital content in the Walmart edition. Yep. Alright, so these are going to be the ones that, to be honest, a lot of people are going to call me crazy, but these are the ones that most people buy, and yet don't, and hype up and all that stuff. When a new one comes out, they're so excited. To be honest, I found that these are my least favorites out of the series, out of the collection, and except for, like I said, one or two which I have beat, and that is the AAA titles. I just am not a huge fan of the games that they're putting out for Mario, Luigi, Kirby, all that stuff. Like I said, with the exclusion of Kirby in the Forgotten Land, I love this game. It was a lot of fun, very enjoyable. Um, I did beat it. Definitely worth picking up. I do got to go back through and get every thing, but I did like this one. I did. The next one is, and this is the first one I've ever had of this series, and that is Pokemon Sword. The more and more my son gets into the Pokemon, the more and more I want to play this again. I have beaten this. I have become the champion. I would like to go back through it and see what Pokemon I can get. But yeah, this was the first Pokemon game I've ever played, and I did enjoy it. I see why people get hooked on these and get obsessed. The cute little Pokemon and all that stuff. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. To be honest, while it is fun and it is enjoyable, it is probably the slowest of any of the Mario Karts. I don't know if I'm, playing it on easy. I don't know if I'm playing it on hard, whatever. But it's very slow. I'm used to playing Mario Kart Double Dash, which I honestly think is the best out of the Mario Kart games. This one, well, again, it's enjoyable. It's not my cup of tea. I actually think it's one of the weakest stuff. The Mario Karts next to the Super Nintendo and the 64. I do think those are like the three weakest out of the game. The GameCube and then the Wii being the top two. I have not played any of them on the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance or anything like that. So except for the Switch handhelds, I haven't played any of the Mario Karts that go with those. So I really can't say much about those at all. So Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. To be honest, it makes me miss the Super Nintendo, and pretty much every time I go and try to play this, I end up going back to the Super Nintendo version. So I don't know what it is. It just, it didn't, scratch the itch that I wanted of the, the Donkey Kong series. So Super Mario U Deluxe. I actually did get this. Got this for $4 at a thrift store, like just when the Switch came out, and I remember playing it a little on my wife's Switch at that time. I didn't have one. It was okay, It wasn't one I was going to sit down and binge play. But yeah, it was okay. And then probably one of the, I don't know if this is fair or I'm just not very good at it, but probably one of the worst out of the Switch games that I have is Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battles. The rabbits themselves are very cute. This game just frustrates me, and I don't know if that's just me being a bad game player or the game itself, but it just not my cup of tea. I know my wife has the second one of these, and I have the first one, so if I ever do manage to get through this, I'm willing to play the second one, but hopefully it'll add something that'll actually make it worth playing. So, well, guys, that is it. That is my Switch collection as it is right now. I did end up getting rid of like 2 or 3 games just recently, and I wanted to make this, video and try to get it through it as much as or as fast as possible. So, thank you for watching. If you made it to this far, if you have any comments about the games and maybe even some of the things I've said, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you want to subscribe, we have reached 200 subscribers. I gotta say, that is amazing just for me. I didn't think I'd get 5 or 10, but to have 200 of you guys watching this video, or watching these videos and commenting and talking to me and listen to me ramble on about video games and whatnot, I do appreciate that, and I am very happy that you guys have chosen my channel to visit. Thank you guys very much. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and I gotta get some sleep. I'll talk to you later. Bye.